Namaskar students and welcome. If you like our videos, then do give a like and write a nice comment because your comments motivate us to do better. Share it with your friends and family members and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get all the notifications. Students, in this video, we are going to see the question answers of 6th Science lesson number 4, Disaster Management. So let's begin. See question number 1. What are the emergency contact numbers of the following? The answer for this question is given in your textbook, children. Police control room 100, fire brigade 101, ambulance 102, national level single emergency number for disaster relief 108. Now see the next question. What first aid will you provide in the following situations? First one, dog bite. Wash the wound with a solution of potassium permanganate or other antiseptic. This point is also given in your textbook. Potassium permanganate is a solution which is purple in color, and that potassium permanganate kills all the germs. That is why we are using potassium permanganate solution on dog bite or wounds. Antiseptic means something which is going to kill the germs. Cover the wound with a clean and dry cloth. Yes, that's important, so that the mosquitoes or flies do not sit on your wound. Get a doctor's help and an injection of anti-rabies vaccine. Yes, you must take an anti-rabies vaccine because it's important. If the dog is infected with rabies, then we should not get infected with the same disease. So we are taking injection. Let's move to the next one. Scratches, bleeding. If you are getting a small cut, that's scratch, or if it is bleeding, blood is coming from that little wound. It is also painful but not very dangerous. Clean the wound with a cloth soaked in Dettol or Savlon. Most of us prefer Savlon because it is Apply antiseptic cream or lotion. Cover the wound with a bandage if required. If you have got hurt more, if the wound is a bit deep and it's paining, then you have to cover it with a bandage. Burns, scalds. Burns means when you are getting burnt because of some dry object, and scalds means when you are getting burnt because of wet objects, for example boiling water. Okay, that is a scald. And burns is when you are getting burnt and it is in dry condition. The injured part should be held under water. Yes, place the injured part under the water. Let the water flow through it. So the burning sensation is going to be a bit less. You will feel a bit comfortable. Give the victim water to drink. Yes, because there is a lot of heat in the body. So give them water. Give emotional support and cover the wound with sterilized cloth. Yes, give emotional support. They are very scared. They are afraid. So you should give them emotional support. That will make them feel better. Sterilized cloth means the cloth which you have soaked in Dettol or Savlon and then you have let it dry. That is a sterilized cloth which is free from germs. Snake bite. Wash the wound with water. Tie a cloth tightly above the wound. Suppose the snake has bitten here, so you tie somewhere here so the poison doesn't go up. Give emotional support and get immediate help. Yes, immediately you get some doctor's help. Take the victim, take the person to the doctor. Next one, sunstroke. Take the patient to a cool place or in the shade. What is sunstroke? Sunstroke means if you are going in the hot sun and you have not had you did not carry your water bottle, okay, then because of intense heat of the sun, okay, you may feel giddy. That is sunstroke, because extreme heat has been absorbed by our body. That is why we call it as a sunstroke. The body's temperature has increased because of the sun's heat. Take the patient to a cool place or in the shade, that we learnt, that we read. Place a cloth soaked in cold water on the neck. See, most of the times, children, you might have experienced it whenever you are coming from outside and you are sweating a lot. First, what you are going to do? You are going to wipe your neck, because a lot of sweat comes on the neck first. So, place the wet cloth on the neck so the person will feel better. Give plenty of water to drink. Give them water to drink because they have dehydrated themselves. Their body doesn't have water. Okay. That is why we should give them water. Write the causes of the following. Floods. Why do floods occur? That means causes. Flood is an overflow of water on a land that is normally dry. For example, Pune. In Pune, we don't have so much water, but all of a sudden, if there is a lot of water, that is a flood situation. Now, what are the causes of flood? Heavy rains. If it's raining very heavily, there is a lot of water everywhere. This is one cause. Overflow of river. If some river is overflowing, that is also causing flood situation. Nearby the rivers. Choking of gutters and drainage in cities. Yes, if the drainage facilities are not good, then there will be choking, and because of that, the cities are going to get flooded. Forest fires. Forest fires or wildfires. Forest fires are also called as wildfires. Forest fire or wildfire is an uncontrolled fire in a forest. Uncontrolled fire. Causes of forest fire. Lightning, which burns a tree or leaves. Yes, if there is a lightning striking on some tree, because of thunder and lightning, the tree might get burnt, the tree might catch fire. That is causing forest fire, wildfire. All the other trees, all the other plants, everybody will catch the fire. That way, that is one cause of forest fire. Slow and continuous heating and then combustion of dry leaves due to sun. Because of sunlight also. The leaves, the dry leaves which have fallen on the ground, those dry leaves slowly heat up and they catch fire. This is very rare, but this is also one way by which the forest fires occur, the wildfires occur. Human activities like dropping cigarettes, burning, splinter, etc. If anything like the matchstick, cigarette butt, which is having little bit of fire in it, if you put those things in forest somewhere and if by mistake if it is catching fire, then there will be spread of fire everywhere, wildfire. So these are a few causes. Next one, landslide, building collapse. A sudden fall of mass of earth is landslide. When a mass of earth like big rocks and the land only falls down, especially from the mountains, it's a landslide. Causes of landslide or building collapse. Heavy rains or storms. When there are very heavy rains, when there are storms, that time there might be landslide. The land might collapse because of heavy rains. It has happened in Uttarakhand. Making buildings on already sensitive places. If you know that you are at the edge of the mountain, there is no point in making building at the edge of the mountain. automatically that building or that house is going to fall down. So if the places are very sensitive and you know that these are dangerous places, we should not make houses in such places. Human activities like breaking mountains, drilling, etc. If you break the mountains, continuously you are drilling underground, all those activities are also leading to landslide. They make the soil, they make the rocks loose, they loosen them, and so there are landslides. Storms. Next one. A storm is a powerful disturbance of the atmosphere. It's a powerful disturbance of the atmosphere. Atmosphere means air. Very strong winds. That's a storm. Causes of storm. Excessive rains and heavy winds. If it is raining very heavily, if the winds are blowing very fast at a very high speed, then the storms occur. The formation of high and low air pressure belts in the atmosphere. This is a point given in your textbook also, children. When the air pressure at the higher level, higher altitude, the air pressure is different, and if the air pressure at the lower altitude is different, and if that difference is more, even that is causing storms. Deforestation. When you cut down the trees. Because normally what happens, if the air is blowing, if there are storms and there are a lot of trees, then those trees are going to continuously block the air. And because of this continuous blockage, the air, the storm is going to be less intense. The speed of the air will reduce because of the trees. The trees will not let the very strong and stormy winds to go very fast. They will continuously block them. They will continuously stop them. So forest, so trees are very important. Next one, earthquakes. Earthquakes are the vibrations caused when the underground rocks suddenly break. The rocks which are inside, in the inner layers of the earth, if they are breaking, if they are moving because of some reason, then it is causing earthquake. Now what are the causes of earthquake? Excessive use of groundwater. When you are taking groundwater continuously from the earth, then the inner core of the earth becomes dry, and because of that dryness, the heat which is inside the earth, it's not cooling down, so it is causing earthquake. Because that heat energy comes out, it doesn't cool because there is no water, because water normally cools down everything. Next one, volcanic eruptions. Yes, if there's a volcanic eruption somewhere, of course it is going to cause earthquake, because all the lava is going to come out, burst out. Human activities like mining, underground explosions, etc. If you are trying to test some nuclear bomb underground, if you are mining continuously, breaking down all the mountains by putting bombs, then that is also going to cause earthquake. We are causing a lot of disturbance in that case to the nature. It is going to respond back to us then. Answer the following questions. Next one, what is meant by disasters? This is a definition given in your textbook. Same we are going to write. A sudden event that causes large scale damage to life, property and social aspects of a nation or society is called a disaster. Now see, what is a disaster? Let's see from behind. A sudden event that causes large scale damage. It causes large scale damage to life, property and social aspects of a nation or society. Social aspects of a nation or society means what? For example, the bus, the train, the roads. These are the social aspects of a nation. and also the human beings, the people, they form the society. Okay, so yes, if you damage the public property, it is definitely going to cause harm to the nation also, because there will be financial loss. So disaster is a sudden event that causes damage to life, property and social aspects of a nation. Social aspects means the public property, human beings, everything which is a part of society. Thank you for watching till the end.